विदयितये कृपाब्दये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञानदायिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमाद्य श्री रूपनुग भक्तिर श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री मूर्ताये दीनतारिणे रूपनुग विरुदापसितांत द्वांत हरिणे। नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तये विप्रलंबर संबोधे पादांबुजायते नमः। नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपनुग वरायते। गौरवीर्भव भूमे स्त्वं नीडस सज्जन प्रिया वैष्णव सर्वभौमा श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वंच कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च च पतितनं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। ओम महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिसि नमः। पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तात कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुस्तुते प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवशरी गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम्। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नमो विष्णुपदे कृष्ण विष्णुपुत्री श्रीमती जयपताक स्वामी नामनी नामाचार्य पदाय नित्य कृपा प्रदायिनी गौर कथा धामदाय नगर ग्राम धारिणी। हरे कृष्णा। So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, how are you all doing? Hello. Why today? Is it the environment? Everyone feels so. Anybody home?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Wow. How are you, Mataji? How's everything?
I'm good, Prabhu. I'm fine. Prabhu,
All
actually, I
right.
wanted to ask you something. The other day,
Hmm.
you said that the offered tulsi leaves we can actually wash and then offer again.
If
How,
it's an emergency.
in an emergency,
Yeah.
offered means you mean offered to the lotus feet, those leaves, or the one that we offered in the dishes that we offered to.
Anything doesn't matter. As long if you're emergency, you don't have a leaf with you, right?
Uh-huh.
You are
Uh-huh.
in a situation where you don't have a the thing, so you could do that.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you, Prabhu.
Even
I
say
understand.
sometimes you don't have a leaf at all.
Hmm.
You can also what they call use that stick. You know that stick,
Ah,
the dry stick.
correct. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So even you can use the dry stick.
Okay, Prabhu. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
All right. No problem. Okay. So my dear Prabhus and mothers, welcome for today's discussion. I'm so excited and I'm so distinct. We were just had a fantastic morning booster this morning. Sudha Sindhu Mataji was there, with Sadhu Sangha. My God, it's amazing discussion. So still haven't come out from that. So after from one nectar, now we are going to the next one. All right. So let's start our discussion today. All right. So we are at this. We are on this what they call what rasa. We are at this parenthood. Okay. Now all the while, I'm not sure. I was thinking the highest rasa, the ecstatic, when you're studying is basically with the gopis, that's kind of highest rasa. But here we study that even the highest rasa also experienced by the gopas or the boys of Vrindavan. Then we studied yesterday how sometimes when they become so overwhelmed, they don't feel like maintaining themselves. They feel like their life is meaningless. They seems to be look like date in separation for Krishna, right? So after reading through that very heart touching session yesterday, today we are going to discuss on how that Anubhava, the experience or the thing that experienced by what they call Nanda Maharaj and also Yashoda Mai. Like yesterday, we understood that Krishna have a nose ring with a pearl. I never knew that, and I never really thought about it. You know. So when after we read yesterday, when I was in Namahat, we had I have a big photo of that baby Krishna. When I went near, then I saw. Then I noticed. So I took the photo and shared in the group. All right. So that's a lot of learnings that we are doing. Okay, so let's continue our journey today. Actually, I was having a sore throat. I was thinking, how am I going to do the class? But suddenly, before the class starting, I feel like my throat is healed. Thank God. Anu ata anubhava anubhava siro granam karenanga birmarjanam ashirvado nideshascha lalanam pratipalanam hitopadesha danadya vatsale parikirtita. Now, in enjoying Krishna's attitude in stealing the butter very stealthily, Mother Yasoda experienced ecstasy of maternal love. No? Smelling his head, sometimes petting his body with a hand, and sometimes offering some blessings. What is that? Ashirvado. In Tamil also we use the word Ashirvadam, right? For blessing. So he's with the hand, sometimes offering blessings, sometimes ordering him to this thing, sometimes gazing upon him, sometimes maintaining him, sometimes giving him good instruction not to become a thief. Right? The mother is telling the son, don't become thief, my boy. Such activities are in maternal ecstatic love. An important point to be observed in this connection is that childish propensity of stealing is there. Right? The childish propensity of stealing is there, even in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, this propensity is not artificial. Sometimes you see the children start to steal things, go to people's house. They see one toy, take the toy and put in the pocket. So it's normal. However, in a spiritual relationship, there is no inability of this stealing propensity. And there is, as there is in material world. So whatever things that you can see in this material world is the same thing that you see it appears in the spiritual world. All right. But of course, we also understood that in material world, everything is pathetic reflection. In Srimad Bhagavatam 10 Canto, chapter 13, chapter 13, verse 33, Sukadev Goswami tells King Parikshit, say, my dear king, as soon as the elderly gopis saw their sons coming, there was an inexpressible sign of parental love. Who? The gopis. And all of them become absorbed in affection. At first, they were planning to chastise their sons for stealing butter. Okay. But as soon as the sons came before their eyes, they lost all their angry attitude and become overwhelmed with affection. They begin embrace their sons and smell their hate. While doing this, they become almost mad after their children. Right? These the children, when Krishna took their form, after that they were kidnapped by Brahma. Another thing, let me tell you. If the same thing happened in this material world, what people will tell? You see that your child stole something, and you're standing there, want to chastise the child. But as the child comes in your view, you go into ecstatic love, and suddenly you start to hug and kiss the child. Here, what you'll be known for this act? What kind of parenting is this? Anyone? What do you think? Hello? Come on, participate. Do you understand my question? Vaishnava Prabhu, what will you do, Prabhu? Am I audible?
Please, can you repeat, Prabhu?
Say, your child stole something and you're standing, want to chastise your child. Okay?
I couldn't hear.
You can't hear me? Am I audible?
Voice, you're losing your voice sometimes.
Losing voice?
And now it's clear. Can you ask again, Babu?
Oh, okay. Wait, it's connected. All right, okay. Just give me a second. Let me connect to the stable internet. Okay, am I audible now?
Yeah, very clear.
All right. Now, what I'm saying is, if your child stole something, okay,
Yeah,
and you are waiting for to chastise the child
yeah,
or to punish the child,
yeah.
when you saw your child comes to you, suddenly you forget everything. You became overwhelmed with love. You hug and kiss the child, not chastising. So you are known as what type of parent? What type of parenting is this?
I'm not so sure.
Not sure. What people will think of you when you're supposed to chastise your child, scold your child, but end up you hug and kiss the child.
That you're not a good parent, but you're not bringing up properly.
Not bring up properly. They call irresponsible.
Irresponsible.
You spare the cane, spoil the child. You know?
Yeah.
But see here what happened. That's why in this material is pathetic opposite. But there they were wanted to scold the children when they saw, they become overwhelmed with ecstasy. In their childhood pastime, all these cowherd boys join with Krishna in stealing butter. You know, all the cowherd boys will join Krishna to steal butter. But rather than become angry, Mother Yashoda became wet with milk flowing from her breast. Out of her affection for Krishna, she began to smell his hate repeatedly. Chumbaleshau tatavanam nama grahana purvakam upalambadayas chatra mitre sadharana kriya. So the general activity of the mother of the cowherd boys was to kiss them. Right? What the word kiss in Sanskrit? Chumba. All right? Chumba. Right? Anyone can tell me what is kissing in Malay? Huh? What they call kissing in Malay?
Cium.
Cium. Okay, that is cium also can call smell. Right? Cium bau. But there's another real word for kissing. What is that? What happens, Kandarajan Prabhu? Start to think hard. What do you think kissing in Malay? I mean, how many of you are okay? I mean, that's around your sing. Can anyone tell me what is kissing? All right, never mind.
But we only know the word chew.
Chiom is chiom got two meaning, Mataji.
I
Chiom
don't
is
know. We only know that. No,
spelling.
only that word.
So what is a real word? Dua kekasih tangkap di what they call in the park. What they're doing? What berciuman? Did they use the word berciuman?
Alwat.
No, not not kalwan. No, kalwan is cumbuan. Correct. Tashila answered that. Bercumbuan. Cumbuan is the real meaning of kissing in Malay. But where do the word came from? Came from chumba. In chumbu, all right? In Sanskrit, we call chumba. Or bercumbuan. So chumba in Sanskrit are kissing. And of course in Malay, chumba, all right? Chumbu, right? So that's the thing. So see, because you know why I'm telling you this? We're going to talk about this in detail in 10th Canto. All right. Anyway, so the general activity of the activities of all mothers of the cowherd boys was to kiss them, then embrace them and call them by their names and sometimes chastise them mildly. Right. Mild chastisement for their stealing habit. Imagine. These manifestation of parental love are called sattvika ecstasy. Navatra sattvika. Stanya sravaha. Stambadayastate. So it's a sattvika ecstasy wherein manifestation of 8 kinds of ecstatic symptoms are visible in food. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 10 Canto, chapter 13, right? Verse 22. Yeah. All right? Yep. Okay. What it says here? Tan mataro venurava tvarotita uttapya dorbihi parirabhya nirbaram sneha snuta stanyapaya sudasavam matva parang brahma sutan apayayan. It says, Sukadev Goswami tells King Parikshit, all the mothers of the cowherd boys were illusion by covering influence of Yoga Maya potence. Remember that we discussed about Yoga Maya yesterday, Mahamaya and Yoga Maya. Okay, because they are all covered by the influence of Yoga Maya. And as soon as they heard the flute of playing of the boys, okay, as soon as they heard the flute playing of their boys, they immediately stood up and mentally embraced their sons, who had been created by the direct internal potency of Krishna. So which son is this? The one that after Brahma have taken away, that from the internal potency of Krishna, Ladini. Accepting them as their own born sons, they lifted them into their arms and began embracing them, resting the children's body upon their own. The emotion created by this incident was sweeter than the nectar turned into a palatable intoxicant. What does that mean? It is more sweeter than the nectar turned into palatable intoxicant, like soma. Right? You take a sugar, it is such a nectarian, but when the sugar turns into alcohol, that's the thing that Lord Balaram loved to drink. Right? So, what is the word? What is the alcohol beverage they call it? So, it's made of sugar. So, when the nectar turned into palatable intoxicant, and their milk flowing out of their breasts were immediately drunk up by the children. Do you know what is his pastime? When Brahma will kidnap all the boys, and Krishna will expand exactly like the boys and go back home. And the mothers start to have some kind of affection because that's all, they're all Krishna himself. All right. Now, in the Lalita Madhava, okay, Nichulita Giri, Dhatus Pita, Patravalikan, Agila Surabi, Renun Shalayad Bir Yashoda, Kucha Kalasa, Vimuktai Sneha, Madhvika Medais, Tavanavam Abhishegam, Dugda Purai Karoti. So it says here, Lalita Madhava compiled by Rupa Goswami. Right? It's compiled by Rupa Goswami. Krishna addressed as follows. My dear Krishna, when you are engaged in herding the animals, the dust caused by the hoofs of the calves and cows covers your nice face and artistic tilak. You appear very dusty, but when you return home, the milk flowing out of the breast of your mother washes your face of its dust covering. You appear to be purified by the milk, by this milk. Just as then this important deity is washed during the performance of Abhisheka ceremony. So, in Abhisheka, we use milk to purify. It is the custom of the temple of deity that if there have been some impure activities, the deity has to be washed with milk. So Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and he was washed by the milk from the breast of the mother Yashoda, which purified him from the dust covering. Okay. Now, let's look at this. Now, please excuse my voice. So anyway, now, what he says here, you engage in herding the cows, the dust caused by the hoofs of the calves and cows. Okay. What they call dust in Tamil. What is dust in Tamil?
Doozy.
Dusi, right? Dusi. What they call dust in Sanskrit. Any idea?
Dooli.
Dooli. Very good. Dooli. So, if you look at Muhurta. If you look at the Jadagam or the Muhurta of the day, all right, there's a term called Goduli. Goduli is considered the most auspicious time in a day. Goduli. All right, Goduli. Other auspicious like Abhijit Muhurta. Abhijit is very auspicious. But above that, somewhere it happens somewhere around evening or afternoon, evening, you see there's Muhurta called Goduli. Goduli means cow coming back. All right, when the cow and calf come back after herding, it produces a dust. Go means cow. Duli means dust or tusi. All right, so Goduli is a very auspicious time in a day. So any auspicious thing that we want to do, we can consider that day. All right, Goduli. All right, so this is the thing. So the dust that produced by the cow is very, very auspicious. All right. Now, sometimes there's an example of Mother Yashoda becomes stunned in ecstasy. This was exhibit when she saw her son lifting Govardhan hill. When Krishna was standing, raising the heel, Mother Yashoda hesitated to embrace him and became stunned. You're shocked, right? The dangerous position that Krishna had accepted by lifting the heel brought tears in her eyes. With her eyes filled with tears, she could not see Krishna anymore because her throat was choked up by anxiety and she could not even instruct Krishna what he should do in that position. This is the symptoms of becoming stunned in ecstatic love. Now, let's look at this. So, first of all, what Mother Yashoda is experiencing like this, she became stunned. Why? Because the son saw the son lifting Govardhan, such a big hill. All right, and because it was a when the Krishna was standing raising the heel of Govardhan, Mother Yashoda became hesitate to embrace, became stunned. The dangerous position that Krishna had to accept by lifting the heel brought tears to her eyes. Brought tears to her eyes. With the eyes filled with tears, she could not see Krishna. Then her throat was choked up with anxiety. And he could not even instruct. That means he could not even speak what he should do in that position. So this is the sign sometimes when a person becomes shocked. Right? Have you all experienced that before? Sometimes due to some lethargic, when you wake up early in the morning, when you are so tired, you offer your obeisance to your guru, you can't even chant the mantra. When you do Mangalarti, you can't even sing the song. Right? But the same situation also happens when the person is in great distress. Especially the time a person leaving the body. Okay? So at that moment, at that moment of pathetic moment, the throat will get choked up in anxiety. At that moment, we could not even think of Krishna. We feel that everything turns blur and confused. All right? And sometimes what will happen? We become stunned. All right? We become stunned. Don't know what is happening. All right? So that means we could not see Krishna, we could not remember, and all these kind of things. Okay? That is why the sadhana bhakti has to be performed daily. The chanting of Hare Krishna, the studying of the Vedas has to go in parallel daily. Harikatha. Very important. You know? Because like sometimes that's why it's quite common for a human. That's why Lord Shiva gives assurance. Don't worry. Even at that kind of critical moment, you could not be able to remember Krishna. Krishna says, Lord Shiva says, I will give you the remembrance. Right? Another thing, let me tell you. The goal of Krishna is to elevate us back home, back to Godhead. That is his goal. If not, why he should come 500 years ago in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He did not need to come in that form. Right? He bring along all his confidential associates. All right? Like Lord, what they call? Lord Balaram came as Nityananda. Srimati Radharani came as Gadadhar. Then Lord Shiva and Mahavishnu combined, right, came as Advaita. Then Narada Muni came as Shrivas. All the 5 confidential associates came to assist Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to propagate the Sankirtan movement. At one moment, Balaram or Lord Nityananda was going and canvassing house to house, telling them to chant Hare Krishna. So this one particular Mataji refused to chant. He's telling you chant, 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 he refused to chant. Until Lord Nityananda start to fall down and want to pay obeisances. Want to hold the feet and beg them, please chant Hare Krishna. Please say Haribol. Right? So when the thing happened, when she say Haribol, Lord Nityananda says, yes, so happy, I say you are liberated. Another incident, Lord Chaitanya will be traveling and you see a dobi. The dobi will be washing the clothes. And Lord Chaitanya will go and say, dear sir, chant Haribol. He said, cannot. Why? Why? He thought maybe this guy, he thought this mendicant is coming to ask money. So he was ignoring. He said, come on, say Haribol. No, don't disturb. I'm go. Say Haribol. Come on, say, I'm busy. Can you see I'm busy? I'm washing clothes. Don't disturb me. He said, no, you please say Haribol. No, you cannot. Then Lord Chaitanya said, never mind. Give me the cloth. I'll wash the cloth. I wanted to just say Haribol. Immediately take the dirty cloth and wanted to wash. You know, then she said, no, my wife is there. No, if I don't do things, my wife comes, she'll get mad with me. Why I'm not working? Because I need to get money. I have to take back home. You know, like that. He said, never mind, I wash your clothes. You just say Haribol. Then that dobi started to say Haribol. And after that, all of them went into ecstasy. So what we can understand from here, whether we realize that we all want to become a devotee of going back home, back to God, even we have the intention or not. But Krishna has that intention. That's why he's creating all kind of opportunity to connect people. All type of opportunity to encourage people to take up the sadhana bhakti. So, actually, when you look based on this, for a devotee, Krishna will never put a devotee in great anxiety. Right? Krishna will never put a devotee in great anxiety. Maybe the process of passing can look like another typical, like another person dying. Right? Like for instance, Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. All right, he met an accident. But after that, from the symptoms, the doctor said, no, before the impact, he already left the body. I think they found out from the post-mortem, he didn't die of injury. All right. Before the accident could happen, he have already left. So one example, it was told by Guru Maharaj, because he was there. Because he's the one who went and took the death certificate and prepared the samadhi and everything. So what we can understand from this, for a devotee, we just need to be enthusiastic only. We do not need to do some Herculean task and things that you couldn't do. We have to be very enthusiastic. Enthusiastic in serving Krishna. The enthusiasm is not to show that you are doing some great job. When a person trying to do a great job and remain humble is very exalted. But a person who have intention of showing off and you want to do great job, okay, he's still doing a job, good job. All right. But we have to be very enthusiastic. Every step that we do, we have to be. See, like for instance, now we are from 9:15 to 11 o'clock. We are meeting here to discuss. And this 9:15, 11, just be 100% enthusiastic. After that, you go and cook for Krishna. Just be 100% enthusiastic in cooking for Krishna. Right? Then you are going to go to you are going to say you're going to take rest in the evening, afternoon. You're going to take a nap. Be enthusiastically take rest. Because I need to take rest so I can rejuvenate, so I can serve Krishna better later. Then every single small task that we do, be very enthusiastically do it. Right? Just like the children. When you see the child will be very enthusiastic in everything. They'll be enthusiastic when they play with the cooking utensil like dolls. Then when they come to the parents, they'll be enthusiastic in their loving the parents. When they go to the field and play, they'll be enthusiastic. Every step. So we do not need to generalize. Okay, tomorrow, like for instance, this 31st December is Vaikunta Ekadasi. For the Vaikunta Ekadasi, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be enthusiastic. No, you don't need to wait till then. In every single thing that we do in life, just be full enthusiastic. Okay? Because Krishna sees that intention. So, in that kind of situation, based on my understanding after studying the Vedas up to now, from Bhakti Aloka, from Nectar of the Harinam Chintamani and all these kind of things, a devotee basically need to be fearless. Why? Because they know Krishna will take care. So why I'm suddenly speak about this, because I remember that few times, like I remember that few incidents and people like, when they want to leave the body, they refuse to leave the body, all kind of things, right? So for a devotee is a great boon. So we try to understand as much as we can, so that once we go back to Godhead, we can recognize what's happening, right? So this is suddenly a sudden thought came to my mind. All right, let's look at the next one. Mother Yashoda sometimes enjoyed the transcendental ecstasy, right? He sometimes enjoyed the transcendental ecstasy in happiness when a child was saved from dangerous situation, such as being attacked by Putana or some other demon. In Srimad Bhagavatam 10, Canto 17, chapter verse 19, Sukadev Goswami says that Mother Yashoda felt very, very fortunate when she got back a lost child. There, she immediately placed him on her lap and began to embrace him again and again. While she was thus embracing her son repeatedly, torrents of tears flow from her eyes, and she was unable to express her transcendental joy. So she could not express her transcendental joy. Now, it is stated in Vidaga Madhava also by Srila Rupa Goswami. He said, "My dear Krishna, the touch of your mother is so pleasing and cooling that it surpasses the cooling capacity of the pulp of sandalwood." The pulp of sandalwood, they put it here, right? It's even more cooling. All right, so pleasing and cooling, right? The touch of your mother. And bright moonshine mixed with the pulp Ushira root. I don't know what is Ushira root. Oh, okay. Ushira is a kind of root which was then soaked with water, become very, very cooling effect. It is especially used in the scorching heat of the sun. What is this, huh? Anyone can tell me? What is the root that you soak in the water, create a cooling effect? What root? Huh? Ushira.
It is used in Ayurvedic medicine, Prabhu.
What they call it? Huh? Have you seen that with Prabhu?
If we have a lot of the root, especially in Madras, on hot weather, we smash the root like into a mat, Nabu, a sleeping, and hang it near the window and wet it with water. You get good fragrance and very cooling, Babu.
Wow, really, huh?
Very cooling.
Oh.
But it's costly, only very rich students can afford, Babu.
Oh, I see.
Vittiver,
So,
Prabhu. It's called Vittiver.
Vettiver. Yes, vetiver. Vetiver. Vetiver is available in Malaysia, is it?
Yes, Prabhu, you like here in Penang, you go to Market Street, you can buy from the Indian shops there.
Ah, but very expensive, huh?
Yeah, it's a little costly. It's just like it's all in root form.
Ah, I
Uh,
remember.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
even
But what?
like Rohini products, they use vetiver in one of the juice, which is good for ladies.
Okay, understand. Remember. Okay, okay, okay. Rohini products, yes. And I think it's also in some of the Sami and also, right? The oil for.
Yeah, I think so. I think I've seen somewhere. Yeah.
I think the Aburwa's brand, they put the vetiver inside.
Yeah, that's right.
I see, I see, I see. All right, okay. Learn something new today. So, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, so did you use that during your college days? Oh, okay, it's not there. So he said that you soak the water and put it on the receiving fragrance and cooling in Madras. Nice. So now, the parental love of Mother Yashoda for Krishna steadily increases, and a love and ecstasy are sometimes described as intense affection and sometimes as overwhelming attachment. An example of attachment to Krishna with overwhelming affection is given in Srimad Bhagavatam 10 Canto, 6th chapter, verse 43, where Shukadeva Goswami addressed Maharaj Parikshit in this way. My dear king, when magnanimous Nanda Maharaj returned from Mathura, he began to smell the head of his son, and he was merged in ecstasy of parental love. Right? Do you all have done that? Smelling the, what they call the head of your child? Have you done that?
I do it till today, Prabhu, with my daughter.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's very, see, like,
Yeah.
because early morning when I send my daughters, I always like hug them and I like to like smell the forehead, it's so nice.
Yes.
But your daughter is so grown up, still you're doing it. Wow.
But to do only one, huh? Got so attached.
Yeah. Only one. How about others? Have you anyone tried? If you're not tried, just try. If you don't have a child, go to your nephew or niece or grandchildren. Try. It's very amazing. An example of attachment of Krishna. Okay, now smell the head of the sun and was mercy. Okay. A similar statement is there in connection with Mother Yashoda when she was too anxious to hear the sound of Krishna's flute, expecting him back from the pasturing ground because she thought it was getting very late. Her anxiety to hear the sound of Krishna's flute became double and milk began to flow from her breast. In that condition, she was sometimes going within the house, sometimes coming out of the house. She was constantly looking to see if Govinda is coming back along the road. Right? They were they're just thinking this thing. See, okay, anyway, when many great sages were offering prayers to Krishna, glorifying his activity, the queen of Gokula, Mother Yashoda, entered the battlefield of Kurukshetra, wetting the lower part of her sari with the milk flowing from her breast. The entrance of Mother Yashoda at Kurukshetra was not during the battle of Kurukshetra. At this time, Krishna was already 100 years old in the battle of Kurukshetra. And when the Mother Yashoda sees Krishna at that place, a motherly affection is still so strong. Even the son has already become a great grandfather, but still her breast is moist with milk. All these are possible in spiritual world. In material world, of course, it doesn't work that way. I have seen sometimes when the child is crying in front, when the mother is behind cooking, suddenly when the child starts crying, when she just simply hear the cry of a child, she will discard milk from the breast. All right? The breast will be moist. immediately she will rush to milk the child. All right, of course, but here all that experience are little and temporary. But there, this is what is happening. At other times, Krishna went to Kurukshetra from his paternal home. Paternal home is his father's side. Paternal home, Dwaraka. During the solar eclipse, at that time, the residents of Vrindavan also went to see him there. When Krishna arrived at Kurukshetra on pilgrimage, all the people assembled there began to say that Krishna, the son of Devaki, had arrived. At that time, Devaki, just like an affectionate mother, began to pet Krishna's face. And again, when people cried that Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, had come, both King Nanda and Mother Yashoda became overwhelmed with affection and expressed their great pleasure. When Mother Yashoda, the queen of Gokula, was going to see her son Krishna at Kurukshetra, one of her friends addressed her as this: "My dear queen, the milk flowing out of your breast mountain, the breast mountain, has already whitened the river Ganges. And the tears from your eyes, mixed with black mascara, has already blackened the color of Yamuna. And as you are standing just between these two rivers, I think there is no need for your anxiety to see your son's face. Your parental affection has been exhibited by him, by these two rivers." The same friend of Mother Yashoda addressed Krishna as follows: "My dear Mukunda," not Mukunda, "if Mother Yashoda, the queen of Gokula, is forced to stand on fire, but is allowed to see your lotus face, then this fire will appear to her just like Himalaya mountain, full of ice. In the same way, if she is allowed to stay in the ocean of nectar, but is not allowed to see the lotus face of your grace, then even this ocean of nectar will appear to her like an ocean of arsenic poison." It's all very straightforward. Let the anxiety of Mother Yashoda of Raja, always expecting to see the lotus face of Krishna, be glorified all over the universe. The similar statement was given by Kunti Devi to Akrura: "My dear brother Akrura, my nephew Mukunda is long absent from us. Will you kindly tell him that his aunt Kunti is sitting among the enemy and would like to know when she'll be able to see his lotus face again. Bratas Tanayam Bratur Mama Sandisha Gandhini Putra Ba Bratrirveshu Vasanti Didikshate Twang Hare Kunti." In Srimad Bhagavatam 10 Canto 46 chapter verse 28, there is a statement. It says, when Uddhava was present at Vrindavan and was narrating the activity of Krishna in Dwaraka, Mother Yashoda, while hearing this narration, began to pour milk from her breast and shed tears from her eyes. Just like how the love, the Radharani and Gopi, we discussed, I think, around 1 or 2 weeks ago. Whenever Radharani sees Krishna, she became stunned. Whenever Gopi sees Krishna, she became stunned. They became stunned. They became overwhelmed. Wow, what a beauty. So what we said, I remember saying this, despite them seeing Krishna every day, just see Krishna, go back and come and see Krishna, they become stunned. Right? And when Krishna sees Radharani, her exclusive beauty, he becomes stunned. So the lover express their topmost love when they meet. Similarly, the mother expressing a topmost motherly love whenever he sees Krishna, whenever she sees Krishna. That's why when you study here, there's so many things. When Mother Yashoda hears about Krishna, when Mother Yashoda sees Krishna, when Mother Yashoda goes and anxietily waiting for Krishna, walking in and out, upside, up and down. So whenever she starts to think Krishna, she come to that highest level of motherly by oozing milk from her breast. The milk will start to pour, all right, from her breast and start to shed tears. So that's that ecstatic love that Mother Yashoda eternally experiencing. Another incident demonstrating Yashoda's extreme love for Krishna occurred when Krishna went to Mathura, the kingdom of Kamsa. In separation from Krishna, Mother Yashoda was looking at Krishna's makeup utensil. Krishna's makeup stuff, right? It is it. And she fell down on the ground almost unconscious with great sound, right? Unconscious with great sound. When she was rolling over on the ground, there were many scratches on her body. And in that piteous condition, she began to cry, "Oh, my dear son, my dear son." And she slapped her breast with her two hands. What does that mean? Sometimes you see, especially you can see when you go for the Indian funeral, right? When they go there, they start to hit the head. They start to hit this is what it meant. So Mother Yasoda was in great lamentation. So the one that's slapping the breast with the two hands, it is something that we understand from here. It's a sign of great, what they call, distress, great pain, right? So now this activity, Mother Yasoda explained that by expert devotees as also ecstatic love in separation. Bahunam api sadbhave viyogetra tu kechana kinta vishada nirveda jadya danyani chapalam unmada moho ityadya atyudrekam vrajantyami. Sometimes there are many other symptoms. There are many other symptoms like great anxiety, lamentation, frustration, being stunned, humility, restlessness, madness, and illusion also exists in parental love. We studied that before that in the Gopi love, the Gopi will be stunned, illusion, mad, restless. And that kind of feeling also exists in parental. Vatsalya, right? Atra chinta. As far as Mother Yashoda anxiety are concerned, when Krishna was out of the house in the pasturing ground, a devotee once told her, "Yashoda, I think your movement have been slackened. I see that you are full of anxiety. Your two eyes appear to be without any movement. And I feel you're breathing a kind of warmth, which bringing your breast milk into the boiling point." They're giving analogy, the breast milk into a boiling point. All these conditions prove that separation from your son, you have severe headache. These are some symptoms of Mother Yasoda in anxiety for Krishna. When Akrura was present in Vrindavan and was narrating the activity of Krishna in Dwaraka, Mother Yasoda was informed that Krishna was married so many queens and was very busy there with his householder affair. All right. So when he heard that he married so many queens, hearing this, Mother Yashoda lamented how unfortunate she was that she could not get a son married just after he passed his Kaishora age. Right? After 15, he's supposed to get him married. Right? So she's lamented, how unfortunate that I could not get my son married after he passed his Kaishora age. And therefore, she could not receive both the son and daughter-in-law at home. He could not bring, because by that time he's already left to Mathura. She exclaimed, "My dear Akrura, you are simply throwing thunderbolts on my head." And talila idiya podra. Can you see? You're putting in the Tamil also, Indians will say, and talila idiya podada, You're putting a thunderbolt on my head. These are the signs of lamentation in the part of Mother Yashoda in separation from Krishna. Next time, when here somebody says, don't put the thunderbolt on my head, you can remember this incident. Yes, Mother Yashoda told that to Akrura. Whenever you see lamentation, of course, we should not see, but in case when people are hitting the chest, they're hitting the chest. Sometimes also, it's not only among Indians, it's quite common. Even we have seen, that Palestine war, when people die, all the ladies will be hitting the chest. That time, we can remember how Mother Yashoda was lamenting, because Krishna went out and looking at all the makeup of Krishna. See, so like this, we can just become fully Krishna conscious. By seeing all these kind of things, you can remember that. Now, similarly, Mother Yashoda felt frustration when she thought, although I have millions of cows, The milk of these cows could not satisfy Krishna. Therefore, let a curse be on this milk. Right? So she started to curse the milk. And I also am condemned because although I am so opulent in material prosperity, I am now unable to smell the head of my child, feed him with my breast milk, and I used to do when I was here in Vrindavan. This is a sign of frustration on the part of Mother Yashoda in separation. One friend of Krishna addressed him, my dear lotus-eyed one. One friend of Krishna addressed Krishna. That means, oh, my lotus-eyed one. When you were living in Gokula, you're always hearing a stick in your hand. That stick is now lying idle in the house of Mother Yashoda. And whenever she sees it, she becomes motionless, just like stick. It is a sign of becoming stunned in separation. What stick is this? Huh? Can anyone tell me? Huh? The stick is now lying idle. He says when you are living in Gokul, you are always bearing the stick in your hand. What?
Because
Huh?
Damodarastakam.
Damodarastakam.
Because she will be carrying the stick, and the stick will be praying to God. Let me beat Krishna at least one. I want to touch Krishna. But after such a long time, the mother will just throw away the stick.
Okay.
And the stick will be very upset and lament a lot because he was about to touch Krishna, but Krishna ran away and they could not touch Krishna.
Okay.
Brihad Maharaj can talk for nearly 1 hour.
Yes, but here, the thing is, when you were living in Gokula, you are always bearing the stick. That means you was holding the stick. So what stick is this now? You got it, Prabhu?
Yeah, because Damodara one is just for a short while.
Yeah. But here but here, what stick they are referring to this now?
It's a cow herding stick, but she's not a cow herder, Babu.
Huh?
Krishna has got a stick he used for herding the cow. But then
Yes.
Mother Yashoda need not hold that stick, Babu.
No, this is a stick that we read yesterday. Remember the stick which is around 50 inches long? When Krishna was in Pauganda age.
For herding the cow.
Yeah, at Pauganda age, he'll be seen always with a stick. Of course, I think it should be cow herding, but 56 inches. Remember, we studied yesterday?
56 inches, not much, Babu.
Yeah, yesterday we read what? Do you remember or not?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, let me see. Pauganda. Okay. Some of the servant accept him as being Kaishwara, right? Mother Yashoda would address Nanda, eyes were wide. It's Kaishwara. At the end of Kaumara means when he's a child, Krishna carried a small stick in his hand. His clothing were little longer. He had a knot around his waist. You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And in that dress, he used to take care of the calf near the house.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the size? It says 56 inches. Where is it? Where's the statement?
Nearly 5 feet. It is about his height, more than his height, Will.
Yeah. Because there's one photo in my Namahat. I have one photo. He'll be holding the stick. He'll be standing. Let me see.
To do also, you can see the stick, Babu.
Huh?
In to do.
Huh?
You can see the stick with Krishna, Babu. His hand will be resting on the stick.
Yeah. Oh, that's the stick, is it?
Yeah, Babu.
Oh, that's the stick they use to rest. I thought they were holding the deity, so the deity would be like.
I asked a few devotees, then only they told me. They also not so sure, but they said it is a stick for herding the cow.
Oh, right. But this one is like a stick that he holds like a veil, like how Murugan holds the veil.
No, but he rests his elbow on it.
No, yeah, but here I'm talking about Paugonda.
Yeah, yeah.
That age, he'll be holding one stick, just a stick alone. He's not resting on the stick. Okay, I don't have that photo with me now. All right. So later I'll get the photo I share in the group. All right. So that stick, when Krishna was a small boy, right? So when he was a small boy, he was holding the stick. Okay. Now
Came to give milk to Madhavendra Puri.
hmm?
You remember when Madhavendra Puri was hungry, he came with a pot of milk. And he was resting his chin on the stick. That time he was a very small boy.
Okay. Like holding like this, right?
Yeah, very cute.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. So the stick here, where is the stick, Manohar? Ganges, this is quite okay. We have to go on. All right. Now, everyone, are you following me? Are you all following me?
Yeah, bro.
Kindly bring the dear son back. Okay. So Krishna addressed him, "Oh Lotus Eye, when you are living in Gokula, you are always bearing a stick in your hand. And that stick is now lying idle in the house. And whenever Mother Yashoda sees that stick, she remembers her Pauganta age, a small child. And she becomes stunned. So everything, imagine the amount of anxiety Mother Yashoda went in separation from Krishna. Looks like everyone will be in anxiety with Krishna. We should always remember Krishna will definitely break your heart. How you'll break your heart? He will simply disappear from you. Because he loved the best way of the best rasa, the best kind of mellow emotion in worshipping Krishna is in Vipralamba, in separation. Whenever we are in separation, we tend to love the person even more dearer. Yes? We always miss the person, we always think about him, we always meditate about him. Like that, you will become a really fully Krishna conscious. This morning, we were discussing with the Sadhu Sangha, I think most all Prabhupada disciples, they were talking about gopis dancing. There are 3 billion gopis are dancing in Rasa Leela. I didn't know that. Yes, today, Sudha Sindhu Mataji was there in the class. I was stunned. What? 3 billion gopis. And Krishna separated into 3 billion and danced with every gopi. But when the gopis start to have a kind of feeling, poof, he'll disappear. And he'll make all the gopis go crazy. So similarly now, Mother Yashoda is in great anxiety, separation from Krishna. In separation from Krishna, Mother Yashoda becomes so humble that she prayed to the creator of the universe, Lord Brahma, with tears in her eyes. My dear creator, won't you kindly bring my dear son Krishna back to me so that I can see him at least for a moment? Sometimes in restlessness, like a mad woman, Mother Yashoda used to accuse Nanda Maharaj. She will accuse, what are you doing in this place? You shameless man. Why people call you as the king of Vraja? It is very astonishing that while being separated from your dear son Krishna, you are still living within Vrindavan as a hard-hearted father. So the wife shouting at the husband, if you think your wife is firing you nicely, it's not happening now. It happened even during Krishna's time 5,000 years ago. And it's eternally happening, right? Mother Yashoda became so angry and shouting. Sometimes only in movies we see the wife will be like loving the husband so nicely, you will take care so nicely, this and that. Come on. Right? So, how many men are here now? We have Skandarajan Prabhu, okay, and Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu and myself, right? I believe that I experienced that. I hope you also have your experience, your share. Sometimes when you get firing from the wife, it is not something, you see, not only firing, severe firing, chastisement. Just imagine in that restlessness, Mother Yasoda becomes so angry and mad. Because I say mad woman, paityo. Okay. Okay. In that he says what? Nanda Maharaj, what are you doing in this palace? Just imagine, suddenly she screamed, you shameless man. Huh? Sometimes as a man, we can have so much of high-flying feeling. Go out. Wow, you are great. You are respected. Huh? You feel like as though that you are so awesome. You know, you feel, wow. You know, I go out and people respect me, man, this and that. But once you come back home, the one and only person will criticize you civilly is your wife. Can you see? He say a shameless man. And why people call you king of Raja? Even she can say, what is the useless position you're having? Right? Say if you become a CEO of a company or a director of a company or such a high flying man, you go back home, you say, what kind of CEO are you? Useless fellow. What kind of businessman are you? You are richest man in the world. What kind of richest man in the world? Useless fellow. The only wife can do that. All right. So this is something, of course, we're supposed to read this with feeling, right? But we are laughing actually. Wrong emotion at a wrong time. So separate. So still lying with the Vrindavan in you as hard-hearted father. Someone informed Krishna about this madness of Mother Yashoda. When I told Mother about this, Mother Yashoda has gone crazy. When I told Krishna, in madness, your mother addressed the Kadamba trees and inquired from them, where is my son? Where is my son? Similarly, she addressed the birds and the drones. That means drones mean bee. Inquired from them whether Krishna has passed before them. Did Krishna pass you? Then she was inquired if they can say anything about you. In this way, Mother Yashoda, in illusion, was asking everybody about you. And she has been wandering all over Vrindavan. This madness is separation of Krishna. Who else did this? Whoever experienced this madness? Can anyone? Anyone of you read Bhagavatam? Another person who have gone through this madness is who? The gopis, right? The gopis also has undergone this madness, right? So let's look at this when Nanda Maharaj. Oh, we're going to end it. Okay. When Nanda Maharaj was accused by Mother Yashoda of being hard-hearted, he replied, my dear Yashoda, why are you becoming so agitated? Kindly look more carefully. Just see, your son Krishna is standing before you. Don't become mad woman like this. Paithyam pudicha alayada. Please keep my home peaceful. He's telling, please keep my home peaceful. And Krishna was informed by some friend that his father Nanda was also in illusion in this way. In that means, the father Nanda was also in illusion in this way, in separation from him. Right? Because he started to see, why Krishna is here only. Can you imagine the amount of anxiety they were going through? Wow. When all these wives of Vasudev were present in the arena of Kamsa, when all the wives of Vasudev, how many wives total Vasudev had? Yesterday we read that. Anyone? How many wives?
16, Babu.
16, yes. So all the 16 wives, okay? When all the while Vasudeva were present in the arena of Kamsa, they saw that most pleasing bodily feature of Krishna. And immediately out of parental affection, milk began to flow from their breasts also. And the lower part of their sari became wet. The symptom of ecstatic love is an example result of fulfillment of desire. Even the co-wives, the co-mothers also had that great affection. In the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th chapter, verse 29 stated, when Krishna entered Dwaraka after finishing the battle of Kurukshetra, he first of all saw his mother and all his different stepmothers and offered his respectful obeisances unto their feet. The mothers immediately took Krishna upon their lap, and because of their parental affection, there was milk flowing out of their breasts. So their breast milk mixed with the lower of their tears, with the water of their tears, became the first offering for Krishna, to Krishna. This is one example of being satisfied after the great separation. Then there is a similar statement in the Lalita Madhava. How wonderful is that? That Yashoda, the wife of King Nanda, out of a parental affection for Krishna, mixed the tears and the milk from her breast, and thus bathed the dear son Krishna. In Vigada Madhava, a devotee addressed Lord Krishna as follows: My dear Mukunda, just after seeing your face, which is full with scent of the lotus flower, Mother Yashoda, being attracted by the moonlight of your face, became so overjoyed in her affection that immediately from the nipples of a water pot-like breast, milk began to flow. She was thus constantly engaged in supplying milk to Krishna after wetting the covering cloth over a jug. All right, wetting a cover this thing, okay, over jug. All right. Aha Kamala Gandir Atra Saundarya Vrande Vinihita Nayaneyam Twan Mukindra Mukunda Ucha Kalasa Mukavyam Ambara Knopam Amba Tava Muhur Atisa Varshati Shira Dharam. All right. Then there was some of the signs parental love of Krishna by his mother, his father, and elderly parents. Symptoms of ecstatic love in parental affection are expressed when Krishna is accepted as the son. This constant transient emotion of Krishna are called steady ecstasy in parental love. So these are some of the signs of parental love. Okay. Now, Srila Rupa Goswami states herein that according to some learned scholars, okay, Rupa Goswami is saying, all right, the three kinds of transcendental mellow so far described. What we have understood: servitude, fraternity, and parental affection. But sometimes they are mixed. For example, the fraternal feeling of Balaram are mixed with servitude and parental affection. What does that mean? Can anyone? What does it mean by Balaram are mixed with servitude with parental affection? Right? The fraternal feeling of Balaram mixed with servitude and parental affection.
Because he's the elder brother, Babu.
Sorry?
Because he's the elder brother, he has some parental attitude also.
Correct. Because his elder brother, parental attitude, then servitude.
Because he's actually in any picture also, you see, devotees are on the left side. On the right side. So he's born as he's the avatar of Sesha Babu.
Yeah.
So he's a servitor.
Correct. So there also we see, right? That Lord Balaram also sometimes serves Krishna. Yes?
Yeah.
So this is the mixed servitude and parental. King Yudhishthira's attraction to Krishna also mixed with parental affection and servitude, because elder and servant combined. Similarly, the transcendental mellow of Ugrasena, the Krishna's grandfather, mixed with servitude and parental. The affection of elderly gopis in Vrindavan is mixture of parental, servitude, and fraternity. The affection of the sons, all right? The affection of the sons of Madri, all right? The affection of the sons of Madri, that is Nahula and Sahadeva, Nagula. As well, affection of the sage Narada, the mixture of friendship and servitude. The affection of Lord Shiva, Garuda, and Uddhava, mixture of servitude and fraternity. All right? So with this, we continue this thing. Aniruddhadi na pritam evam kechit babashire evam keshuchit anyesu vinyeyam bhava mishranam. Iti Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindau Paschima Vibhage Mukhya Bhakti Rasa Panchaka Nirupane Vatsala Bhakti Rasa Lahari Chaturthi. With this, we complete our 43rd chapter. Right? So, tomorrow we continue 44. Okay? The 44 is going to be a very interesting chapter, devotional service in conjugal love. Okay? You can say, why not we start now? But this got lot of very deep ecstatic feeling. Please don't miss tomorrow's session. It's nothing like live session. That devotional service in conjugal love, it's going to be beautiful. Madhura Bhakti Rasakhya Panchama Lahari. A pure devotee's attraction to Krishna in conjugal love is called devotional service in conjugal love. All right. So far, we have studied about the Devas, the Gopals, and the ecstatic feeling in awe and reverence in Dwaraka. The subject, awe and reverence. The sons of Krishna perform awe and reverence to their father. Then, when the Devas, when the Devas come and with awe and reverence, but Krishna's friend Arjuna was putting the hand around him and cleaning the dust from the this thing, the friendship. And after after he left in out of separation, even the Gopals were like as though they're going to die. Then we also studied in detail the parental Vatsalya Rasa, how the mother and father both go crazy after in separation of Krishna, with all kind of severe emotional pattern. But this severe emotional pattern or extreme depression, frustration, it is actually ecstatic love of them, which is showing through this kind of distressful situation. After reading all that, the highlight, devotional service in conjugal love, Wow. So this one, I don't want to go here because this one we keep it for tomorrow. Let's start fresh discussing this. Okay. So any questions? Oh, it's YouTube. Huh? Okay. All good. Any question? Okay. If there's no question, we end the session today here. Tomorrow, Thursday, 18th December, we meet in the morning at 9:15. We continue our discussion on conjugal love. All right. So it's going to be very interesting. Till then, have a nice, beautiful day. Pancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhyacha paditanam pavinebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna. Have a nice
Hare
day.
Krishna, Prabhu, thank you.